What is going on, guys? It is CoJo here. Today I'm going to show you the 10 most useful console commands you can use as a CSGO player. I'm also going to teach you how to use the console and just run through on what you can do to optimize your game and become the best player you possibly can by using the console. As always, check out my socials, help me out on the other platforms, and let's just get right into it. Okay, first I'm going to show you how to enable your console in CSGO. So come here to settings, go to game, and enable developer console. Make sure this is on yes. And once this is enabled, you can click the tilde key on your keyboard. And once you click it, you'll be able to open up this console. And inside the console is essentially going to be your little cheat code / shortcut to putting in any settings inside your game instead of using this settings menu here. It's gonna just help you out and make things a lot faster. Okay, the first command we are going to put in is bind mouse 1 to attack clear decals, as you guys can see here. And once we type this in, what's going to happen is as we are shooting, all the blood and all the bullets are going to go away. I'll show you. So as soon as I unrelease mouse 1, all the blood disappears. And I actually have this bound to multiple keys so that as I'm moving, I don't see blood, and sometimes you might not be able to see somebody if they're hiding it and the wall behind them has blood. So this command can be extremely useful, and I've never ran without it. It's one of the best console commands. The next command I'm going to show you is net graph. Now what net graph does is shows you a rundown of your FPS, your connection to the server, and just some helpful information. I personally do not use it, but I know probably 70% of professional players out there use it. So we're going to type in net _ graph space 1. And this is going to enable it, and you can see your FPS there, your connection. This is my own private server, what the tick rate of the server is, and just some other information. It's very helpful, and it gives you some good information on your connection to the server essentially. Now this next command is for those of you that want to have your own private server and eventually start using it for various things such as practice and stuff. And what you're going to want to do is type in sv _cheats and make sure that this is on 1. And once sv _cheats is on 1, you can do things that are not allowed inside competitive CS. Like you can no clip around, you can have infinite nades, you can buy anywhere on the map, have this grenade trail go behind. So sv _cheats 1 is going to allow you to do all these things inside of your own custom server. You're not going to be able to use this in public servers because it wouldn't be fair, and like as the name suggests, it's cheating. So just make sure you turn this on and you can run around and do your thing in private servers. The next command you're going to want to use if you're ever trying to become a professional player or just be better at the game is +cl _ show team equipment, right? Put in this command as it shows. And what's going to happen is when we're behind walls, we can actually see the gun that our teammate has, and any utility is going to show up on the bar that they have too. No matter, if we're all the way over here, we're still going to see it. And it's just extremely helpful. So, you can know what your teammate has. There's so many times where I just look through the wall, I see he has a flash. Can you flash in front of me? Can you throw a smoke in front of me? So just knowing what your teammates has is a must know command, must use command in my opinion. And if you do not have this enabled, you have to start playing with it, because if not, you're gonna just hinder your own performance and you're not gonna be as good of a player. So definitely check this out and try this command out. Okay, the next command is a must know command as well. This is gonna be voice _ scale, and I put mine all the way at 0.1. You can mess around with this, put it at 0.1, 2, or 3, but make sure it is extremely low, because the in-game audio of your teammates inside CSGO is going to be extremely loud. And when you're joining public lobbies and private lobbies, if you have that on 1, it is going to be way too loud, and you're not ever going to be able to hear what's going on inside your own game. There is no professional player that plays with this setting on 1, and they all use 0.1, 0.2, or even lower. So play around with it, but you want it to be where you can hear your teammates, but if you're shooting and stuff, you can barely hear them, because in matchmaking and public stuff like that inside the game, it's more important to hear your own game and hear what's going on in front of you, instead of having teammates and people spamming mics and doing that sort of thing. So this is a command that I would never switch off, and just keep it on 0.1 for the rest of your time inside the game. Now the next command I need you guys to get comfortable with is the exec command. So exec is going to take any file that you have already. As you can see already, what pops up is exec AI config, all these things. And it's going to make it so that it actually happens. So for me, I actually have a practice config. And it's just a file inside of on my PC, and I can exec practice. And now I can buy nades anywhere. The time is 60 minutes, and I can fly around. You can also, if you want to, you can have like Jumpthrow Binds on there outside of your config. Like for me, I have a run Jumpthrow Bind, and now I can throw nades and run Jumpthrow instead of just normal Jumpthrow. But there's endless potential with an exec, and you just need to make sure you understand how to use it. And it will work with any CFG or any file you have on your inside of your folder for CSGO, right? So you can exec anything. Get comfortable with this command because you're going to be using it a lot over the years. And like I said, I find it most helpful for a practice config where I put in all the parameters I want for a practice, and then all I have to do is exec it. And now this is my own private server inside the game. And now I can throw nades endlessly. I can work on my flashes, and we can just go from there. Now this next command is going to make your life so much easier inside of the CSGO server when you're throwing nades around. And this is going to be bind any key you want. Let's do P. SV underscore rethrow underscore last underscore grenade. And once we have this bind in here, say I want to work on a flash for mid, I can throw this, and I want to see how it lands, right? I can stand here then and press my key, and it's going to blind me, right? I don't have to keep rethrowing it or, trying to just see if it hits. I can literally stand here as the grenade throws. And I'll show you in action. You can have a little fun with this, but do this. But essentially that's all it's doing. It's just throwing your grenades in the exact same way you threw them. And it's an extremely useful command. I sit in the server and work on flashes and stuff with it, and it's just going to take your flash game to the next level because you can start, getting the pixel perfect flashes and seeing if it will, if someone's here, will it blind me here? If I'm holding this angle, will it blind me? So it's just very helpful and will help you understand where your utility is missing and, what might be going wrong with it. And it works with any type of grenade. It works with smokes, flashes, anything. So it's really cool. Okay, so CSGO defaults it so that your gun is in your right hand, your knife is in your right hand. But what many people don't actually understand is that you can actually make it so that CSGO is in left-handed mode. And personally, I do not like this, but there's a lot of players out there that prefer having their, weapon in their left hand. So to do this, it's very simple. It's just CL underscore right hand, and then you can enable this to 0, right? Now you have your gun on your other hand, and you can go around and play the game like this. So it's pretty sick, and it can give you advantages. Like if you're peeking around a certain angle, if you have it in left-hand mode, then it can actually be better for you. So just play around with it. Find what you're comfortable with, because at the end of the day, that is the most important thing. What I'm using is not what you guys should be using, and what you're using is not what I should be using. If you're better with your gun on your left hand and that makes you feel like you're better inside the game, then use it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about if this pro is using right-hand mode or not. So yeah. This next command is going to help you reach your full potential as far as FPS comes inside your game and making sure that you're getting as much FPS as you possibly can. And this is FPS underscore max 0. And when you set it to 0, it's going to let your PC run as high as it can. So as you can see here, mine was capped at 300 or 400, and now I get 600, or 700 as I'm running around. And it's just really helpful to make sure that you're getting all the frames you possibly can, and you can play around with it. And if you want to cap it at something, it can be better for your PC's health over the long run. But for me, I tend to just let it run and try to get as many frames as I possibly can while I'm out and about around the map. So yeah, try it out and see if this helps you get any more frames. This last command I'm going to show you is going to help you if you are tired of seeing the tracers come out of your gun as such. As you can see, there's little bullets that come out near the barrel where I'm shooting, and it kind of shows. For someone like me, I have like 11,000 hours inside this game, and I know where the spray pattern is. I know how it is. It kind of just distracts me when I see those tracers, and gets in my way of like looking past where my crosshair is. So to disable this or enable it, you're just simply going to type in R underscore draw tracers. My bad. You're going to type in R underscore draw tracers. First person, and then put this on 0, right? And when this is on 0, now there's no more of those tracers coming out of your gun, and you can see clearly. So I love this because it just makes my game feel like a movie, and like it's just preference, right? If you want to re-enable this, obviously just change the 0 for a 1 and you'll have your tracers back. But if you have a lot of experience in the game and you don't need it, I would recommend using this command, and it makes my game feel a lot cleaner and I can, just play the game a lot better. But like I said, it's totally preference, and for most of these commands you're going to find as preference, but I think this will help you out if you, disable it, to be honest with you. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys found some new information and have some new commands now that you can use to optimize your performance inside the game. I'm going to turn you guys into better players, and join me along the way so that we can rise to the top and become the best players we possibly can. Feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube and check out all of my other socials to, keep supporting me and helping me grind to the top. We're going to be posting daily videos here on YouTube, and I'll be live on twitch.tv/CoJoMo1 every single day. Thank you all for the support. Let's make this year as great as we can. Peace.